Broadcasting from under the roof of Marlins Park as we are ready for game time. Tonight it's the first of 3 to start the new week between the New York Mets and the Miami Marlins. Stay tuned for Marlins baseball next. Jose Barrios gets the ball for Miami in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
200 strikeouts on the season last year. That's not an easy thing to do. You definitely consider this guy a strikeout pitcher, and if he brings the same stuff that he had last year into this new season, we could see more than 200 strikeouts 2 years in a row.
Leading off
Jeff
tonight for the
McNeil
Mets,
will be the next to take a turn. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. First of 3 here to start the week as the game's first pitch is taken for strike one. Guys, this Marlins ball club, as they begin play here tonight, it appears to be all systems go to start the new year as they've come out of the gates on a 4-game winning streak.
Hey, Matty V, talking about a team that's on a roll right now, Dero. How about this? Through the first 4 games of this homestand, perfect 4-0. They've got their sights set, Dero, on some bigger and better things.
And you know what, Dan, and the fans feel it. You can tell there's an electric atmosphere brewing in this stadium right now, and hopefully it continues.
Lagares.
Here's Juan Lagares now. He's got a base hit tonight. No balls and a strike to count. One out, nobody on. Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty. Hey, you know what, Dero? This Ed Drummond, he's a good umpire. Fair umpire, good ball and strike umpire. Pretty much straight down the road.
That's all you look for, Dan.
And a base hit into left field, so they've got themselves a 1-out base runner.
I appreciate the moxie right there, but 3 fastballs at this level usually turns into a knock.
Martinez.
Here's J.D. Martinez. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball. On a great pitch there, caught him reaching. It's 1-1.
Now you could tell right there that curveball had some serious depth to it. That's what separates the good ones from the bad ones. That nasty spin rate, get that downward action. You even get a star player like this swinging at something in the dirt.
Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here. The 2-2. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Ready with the 0-1. There's a fastball right down Broadway taken for a strike.
Hey, I know it's early and we're in the first right here, but he's going to have to work that heater to both sides of the plate. He cannot get away with missing over the heart of the plate all night.
Conforto behind, a ball and 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That's a stone cold take right there. Easily could have been rung up instead.
The 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
Lagares, the runner at first with 2 gone. Again, he sends it out of play. Lagares runs. On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down and the inning is over. Mets leave 1. It's the Mets nothing. Marlins coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Steven Matz, a left-hander from New York State, is the starter on the mound. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, taking a look at the numbers, you see that ERA a little under 4 last season. But I think his team and organization, they're expecting some bigger and better things out of him this year. We'll see if he can get off to a better start in this one.
And now pitch on the way. Down the first baseline. But this is foul for the first strike. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, it's official now. They will not go 162-0 as they were handed their first loss of the season last time out.
Yeah, Matty, I know they lost their last game, but you know as well as I do, in this sport, you have to have short-term memory. You have to let it go. They can get it going back in the right direction today.
Hit hard on the ground is short. Throw beats him by a half a step. He almost beat that out. Well, it certainly was a bang-bang play, so no surprise here that they're giving it another look, and they may decide to challenge the call on the field.
Well, I think we're going to have to wait and see what the word is from the dugout, but here's another look at it. Wow. Tough to tell if he was out for certain from that angle. I can see why this was a really tough call for the umpire.
So here's the signal from the bench, and they will indeed ask for that play to be reviewed. So the umpires will get on the horn with the replay operations center in Manhattan and attempt to get a definitive answer on this play.
The Marlins are challenging the
All right, we'll take one last look at it here. The question is there enough video evidence to change the call to safe? And wow, from that look at it, I think he did beat that throw. This challenge might work out for him.
The decision appears to have been made, and the runner is safe, so the call is overturned. Good challenge there, and they'll maintain the right to do so again later in the game if needed.
First base has been overturned, and the batter ruled safe.
Into the box, number 13. Swing and a liner. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out.
For me, check swings are right there next to bang-bang plays at first as the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
Now the Cuban import, Yuli Gurriel. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. That swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1.
Same pitch that time, the sinker, but it looked like he made a good adjustment with it.
Yeah, Matt, that's a great point. Released it from out front much better that time. I just think he wasn't real happy with the first one he threw, so he wanted to get the feel back for it.
Off is Martin. Sharp ground ball toward the hole. And that finds its way through for a base hit. Throw comes in quickly from left, so even on the hit and run, they'll hold things to first and second here.
The first baseman.
Well, that's surprising right there. Hit and run tactic used to perfection. Balls hit to the outfield. The batter does his job. I don't know how that runner's standing on second still. You tip your hat to the outfield to get it in super quick. but he's got to take the chance to get the third.
And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0. Fly ball out to straightaway right field. Runner tags from second as the catch is made here shy of the track. And he'll make it up safely to third, so they're at the corners now with 2 men out.
Batting fifth, no outfielder, Jorge.
Coming to the plate now, Jorge Soler. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. First delivery to him on the way. Couldn't quite hold back that time as the changeup fooled him for strike one. Hit hard on the ground at first. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. And the run will score as the Marlins have claimed the early 1-0 advantage.
Batting sixth, the right fielder.
Boy, that's a good piece of hitting deal right there. Takes the pitch away and just goes ahead and slaps it to the opposite field.
Yeah, just grabbed himself an RBI right there. Didn't try and do too much. Took what the pitcher gave him, and it worked out.
And now is Yasiel Puig. Base hit into right center. And they'll put the brakes on that runner at third, and that means the bases are loaded now with 2 away.
Hey, this pitcher better make an adjustment. That's a lot of loud contact. That's 4 bullets in the first inning to open up this game.
And that'll bring in Yandy Diaz. And there's a line drive base hit to left field. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
Boy, talking about having ducks on the pond right there, D-Lo.
I know everybody wants to hit a home run. Those are the ones you remember. But without question, Dan, 2 out, 2 RBI knocks with runners in scoring position right there. You remember these knocks.
Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. 3 across so far in the inning, and another 2 out there on base.
Yeah, Matt, and this inning's really starting to get away from them on the defensive side of the ball. Stranding the rest of those guys out here feels absolutely essential for them at this point.
First pitch of the at-bat. Well hit to right, but foul. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Just couldn't pull that one back in time. It's 0-2 now. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. The 1-2. And a good strike 2 pitch there as he has to fight to stay alive as this is fouled away. 3 runs already home here. The 1-2. And another foul ball. Again, a 1-2. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Conforto racing back, and that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. So a 3-run shot to right center field. First home run of the campaign for him. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Yeah, everyone in the stadium, including the guy in the mound, knew it was just a matter of time until this guy cranked one out of here. Well, that's the first one of the year, and many more are sure to follow.
Now here comes the Mets skipper on his way toward the mound, and a change is forthcoming, as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So, boy, that ERA is going to take a bit of a tumble here as he gets cuffed around pretty good and winds up not being able to survive the first. Caleb Smith comes on to work much earlier than anticipated, obviously, as he'll try and right the ship in the very first inning. Next to bat will be the Cuban import, Yoan Moncada, as he sends it on the ground to first. And how about that right out of the bullpen? A ground ball on one pitch, and the inning is over. But it'll come at a cost as 6 cross the plate, 3 of them on this 3-run home run. We'll head to the top of the second. It's the Marlins 6 and the Mets nothing. Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going. So what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
Ramos has a history in coming through in the clutch moments, of course. It's always a little bit of a debate whether or not being clutch is actually a trait that a player possesses. But with him, there's no denying it. We've seen him deliver in big moments repeatedly throughout his career. It just seems he elevates his game somehow when the pressure is on.
Yeah, Matty, he has definitely put that debate to rest. He has absolute ice water in his veins.
And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. 0-2 the count to Jed Lowry. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
A 2-seamer there as this is fouled off to the left side. The 1-2. Yanked fouled off to the right. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
Always tough for one of these base umpires to make a call on a guy's check swing. It's not a great angle, and everything happens so quickly, so they really have to be paying attention out there. Looking at the replay, I think he got it right, so that's a tip of the cap for the Blue.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and standing in a power threat in Todd Frazier, the third baseman. There's a fastball to start him off, but that misses for ball 1.
Didn't catch the corner there, but you can see he was trying to jam him with that running action on that 2-seam fastball.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Frazier, or the Todd Father as he's affectionately called. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
Boy, there's a long drive bullet off the wall right there, but the outfielder does a really good job, D-Row, of getting that one quickly and getting it back in to keep him at first for a long single.
Yeah, and also nice job by the...
It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And he pushed it just a bit too much. It'll wind up a foul ball. 1-2 to Dominic Smith.
1-2.
And this is sliced hard down the left field line. That gets down, and the inning continues.
Hey, after back-to-back 2-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate, a crooked number going on the board.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario, looking to make it 3 straight 2-out hits here. He's got a runner in scoring position at second. Strike two called on the inner half. 0-2 now.
Hey, I don't blame him right there. Giving up on that inside curveball, little front hipper. That's a tough pitch. You just can't figure out where the point of contact should be.
Frazier on second. Smith on at first with two down. And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there, and the inning is over. Two left for the Mets. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Martin. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
Ready now for the Marlins. Number 13. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike one. One out, nobody on. He just ramps up and gears the fastball by him. 0-2. Smith offers up perhaps one of the nastiest sliders around, and it won't be uncommon to see a lot of off-balance swings against it, and it'll be easy to see why once you see it come out of his hand. He's got a huge break on it. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Line to short, but gobbled up there, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Ulieski Gurriel.
Striding forward now is the DH, Yuli Gurriel. He singled his last time up. First delivery to him on the way. Smoked on the ground up the middle. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game.
You know who's the happiest man in the building right now? His starting pitcher. He's got a big old smile on his face. He knows he has a 6-run lead here in the early going to work with. You can't let that take away your edge, though.
So here's the slugging first baseman Jose Abreu now.
He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you could extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
Here's the first pitch to him. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
Well, that was a big 2-out single we just saw, and for pretty obvious reasons. The inning went from totally under control to now. He's got to deal with some dangerous hitters here with a runner on base, and this is how 2-out rallies start.
And the inning is going to continue here as he reaches on an infield single.
And that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Hit well on the ground to first. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So nothing doing here after the 6-run outburst the inning before. We'll go now to the top of the 3rd. It's the Marlins 6 and the Mets nothing. Striding in once again, Jeff McNeil. And they are squarely into chip-away mode, looking at a 6-0 deficit already in this one.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Swing and a liner. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field.
The batter.
Next up from New York, Juan Lagares, a base hit in his first trip. Laid off the bender there, but it's in for a called strike. Hit high and deep out to left field. That's in another base hit. He's 2 for 2. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
Danny, how frustrating is this right here? First and third, you got problems all over.
Right out the dugout, right? You're starting an inning fresh. You're expecting to have a 1-2-3 inning. You look up, and all of a sudden, first and third, nobody out. It's time to make some good pitches.
Into the box now, J.D. Martinez, as he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike one. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or are you still looking for the double play ball?
This is a great spot to be in as a pitcher. You have 2 strikes. You can bury one for a potential strikeout, and at worst, keep the ball down in the zone. You might be able to turn one pitch into an ending double play.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. The 1-2. Now a curveball knocked down at home plate. And he will score from third. A daring move as he scores on what ought to be called a wild pitch. Lagares stands at second with no outs. Swing and a screamer, but this one's not going to stay fair.
You pull a fastball like that, you got to tell yourself to slow it down a little bit, play more gap to gap, and keep that front shoulder square, pointed towards the pitcher. That'll keep everything on plane.
Boy, talking about making a pitcher work, Hero. 8-pitch at bat finally leads off to a base hit.
I got to be honest with you. After the 7th pitch, you start to get in auto swing mode. He could have thrown the rosin bag and he would have took a hack at it. So hats off to him, not only battling for 8 pitches, but getting a result.
And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here. So the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
Here now the 2-2 is laid off and the count runs full. Line towards center field. In there, base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third.
The catcher, number 40.
Now at the plate, Wilson Ramos. 0 for 1 here in the early going. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a ball lifted into straightaway center. Martin is under it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Now batting, designated hitter, Jed Lowry.
Here's Jed Lowry now. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Curveball just misses apparently. 1-0.
You know, I think he's having a hard time with that curveball right now, and that's part of the reason why he struggled early on in the start. It's so important to have command of those secondary pitches, or hitters just start sitting on the hard stuff.
Now batting, third baseman, Todd Frazier.
Here's Todd Frazier now. He's set. Here it comes. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball. 1-0. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Heading out towards shallow right. Puig is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Marlins 6 and the Mets 2. Welcome back to Miami as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Marlins offense with their manager between innings, and overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said forcing the opposing starter out of the game before the third inning and posting a bunch of runs right out the gate was huge for them from a confidence standpoint and for their outlook moving forward in this game. The key now is keeping their foot on the gas pedal, Matt.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Yasiel Puig is in now as he watches a pitch for ball one. A 1-1 count to Puig.
The count 1-1.
Bullet back up the middle. Lagares has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out.
Well, this one was squared up pretty good, but just like pitchers give up hits on well-executed pitches, batters make outs on balls they couldn't have hit much better.
Standing in now, Yandy Diaz. As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike one. Diaz playing third base tonight, although he's most often found across the diamond at first.
Well, we know he's got some of the softest hands in the game, the way he's able to pick and help out his infielders. But one thing at first base that doesn't get tested a lot, outside of the 3-6-3 double play, is a throwing arm. We know we've heard it's strong, but to go over to third base, I'm going to have my eyes locked in on this guy today.
The catcher, number 14, Salvador Perez.
Up next from Miami, Salvador Perez. He hit a big 3-run bomb in his first plate appearance. First pitch coming. Here it is. Popped high in the air. Smith over to his right, and that retires the side. So they go down without a whimper here. Digging in now, Dominic Smith, 1 for 1 after a single his first time up.
Dominic Smith.
The windup and the 0-1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Under this one is Soler, and he'll handle it for the first out.
The batter, number 1, shortstop.
So the base is empty here with one away, and up next will be the shortstop, Ahmed Rosario. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. And this is hit on the ground to second for Moncada. He's got it on to first, and that is 2 quick outs to start the fourth.
Now batting.
So stepping in,
6.
Jeff McNeil. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. Diaz trying to get there. 0-1, here it comes. Oh, and a half swing there on a pitch out of the zone. Indeed, it's strike 2. Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short. Gurriel will put this one away, and the side is retired.
Leading off for the Marlins, the second baseman.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down, because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1, and no swing apparently. Ball 1. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2. Hit hard to third. Frazier is there, and that's the first out. Final line there for the Mets starting pitcher, and clearly he was off his game this evening.
Man, this is the kind of performance every starting pitcher they have nightmares about, right? Yeah, warm up going into the game, not even able to get out of the first inning. Ouch, this one's really going to hurt.
Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down, and the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
The batter, number 13, shortstop, Lourdes Gurriel.
So 2 are gone now in the Miami fourth, and that brings up the exciting Lourdes Gurriel Jr. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit down the third baseline. Played on the backhand. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Nothing across here this half of the inning. We played 4 full. The Marlins on top, 6-2. Here's Juan Lagares. 2 base hits, both singles to this point.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning. Every pitcher loves to get quick outs, right? How about that? 1 pitch, 1 out, a pop-up to start the inning.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Watching him on the mound, I'm really impressed with what he's doing right now. He's been really aggressive and confident over the last couple of innings.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Martin is there to take it, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
The right fielder, number 30, Michael Conforto.
And next will be the Mets cleanup hitter, Michael Conforto. A hit in 2 tries so far. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A solo home run there for Michael Conforto. 2nd home run early in the year, and with that it's now a 6-3 ball game.
I know he's a confident pitcher, but there's a difference between being confident and downright foolish. He just offered one of the most dangerous hitters in the lineup a straight heater, and it cost him big time.
In now, Wilson Ramos.
The catcher, number 4.
Line towards center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Mets draw a hair closer thanks to the solo home run. Middle of the night here in Miami. It's the Marlins 6 and the Mets 3. Now batting.
Leading off for the Marlins, the designated hitter, Yulieski Gurriel.
Here it comes. Line drive to center field. Lagares is there, and he'll bring this one in.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
Stepping in now, Jose Abreu. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. The windup and the 0-1. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. Throw on to first takes care of him. 2 very quick outs to start the home 5th.
Oh, man, you can't hit a ball any harder than that. I mean, this ball gets on him in a heartbeat. Nice job to stay with it, though, and then make the out at first.
First delivery to him on the way. Lifted in the air to center field. In there, a base hit.
He had just retired 9 straight batters right there. He hadn't been in a stretch in a long time. Let's see if the offense can break through.
Yasiel Puig.
Into the box now, Yasiel Puig, as he'll take a look at ball one. He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
The 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike one.
I'll tell you, if I'm on the hill, I'm throwing that changeup again. Didn't look like he picked it up very well out of his hand.
And they pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball two. Now we'll snap one off over to the bag, but the runner's back easily. Now the 2-1 pitch. There goes the runner. All even now, 2-2. Soler is off at first with two away. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the third strike, and the inning is over. Marlins leave one as they're unable to. Tayron Guerrero takes over to start the sixth inning on the mound.
Number 56.
Stepping up now, Jed Lowry. No hits to this point. And looked inside, but that's ruled a strike. Nothing in one.
Jed Lowry. This change for the Marlins. Now playing second base.
Hit softly down the line at first, but this will wind up a foul ball. Strike two. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Got him on the good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the second time tonight. Another strikeout for him on the mound. And boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
In there, and it's 0-1.
That pitch is in triple digits. I think he had to take that one because I'm not even sure he saw it.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
Man, this at-bat has changed quickly from 0-2 now to 2-2. A good job of plate discipline by this hitter, not chasing those pitches just off the plate.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first two men he faces out of the bullpen.
The batter.
Into the box now, Dominic Smith. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
2 out, nobody on. Fastball just misses. That's ball one. Guerrero, a Colombian-born ball player. He's in his third season as a major league player. A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. We're back with more on this Monday night after this. Digging in to try it again. Yandy Diaz. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow. Salvador Perez will stand in, and as he does, we'll flash you back to the first inning of the ball game. A 3-run shot had him off and running right out of the gate. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And there's out number 2.
Up next for the Marlins, the second baseman,
Standing in, Yohan Moncada. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
Little guessing game going on right now. Being late on that fastball after the change. He had to be sitting off speed right there.
Here's a drive out to left center field. Around first, digging for 2. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
That's what happens when a slider doesn't do what you want it to do. That was just one of those cement mixers, kind of just spinning but doing nothing. Nice job of punishing that pitch and picking up 2 bags on 1 swing.
Standing in now, Leonis Martin, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
All right, as a hitter right here, you got to know he's throwing you tough pitches. He does not want to miss over the heart of the plate. That's when you step out, regroup, maybe sit over the heart of the plate, knowing that he's trying to execute so well, he might miss right down the middle.
Line, but speared on a hop. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. We're back to South Florida following this. Now to the plate, Ahmed Rosario. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count. Not a bad idea right there. Make this guy work and see if he can throw the ball over the plate. Throws the first pitch for a strike. They need to get some runners on base, and not a bad plan. Unfortunately, the pitcher came in with a strike on the first pitch.
Now another 0-2. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. Here now the 2-2. Lazy fly ball out to center field. Coming in is Martin. He's there and records the first out.
Now batting, number 6.
Next for the Mets, Jeff McNeil. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98. 0-1. Pulled toward right center field. Puig's got a read on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Into the box now, Juan Lagares. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Called strike, and he's behind 1-2. And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Mets go down 1-2-3. Can't cut into that 6-3 deficit. Paul Sewald gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Number 51, Paul Sewald.
Stepping in.
hitting for the
Danny
Marlins.
Echeverria is up off the bench as he'll be asked to get something started in the home half of the seventh. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Echeverria is carrying a slugging percentage under .350. Needless to say, he's not a big extra base hitter home run guy right here. Behind 0-2 now. Takes this the other way to right. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So that's how they'll start out their half of the seventh inning.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Row. To be able to hit.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front.
Good job of making him chase that pitch down below the strike zone. That's where you want to pitch when you're looking for the double play ball.
In the dirt here. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. And it looks now like a right-hander's begun to get loose in the Mets bullpen. Rounded softly down the line toward first. And he'll smartly just ensure that this stays a foul ball. Late swing, but he's still able to get a lot of this one out toward deep right field. And he's going to make the catch on the warning track. A fine running play there for the first out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Jose Abreu.
So here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Jose Abreu. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Ripped on the ground to first. One there on to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Danny Echeverria will stay in the ball game as a new shortstop. Chad Green has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the eighth. Stepping in, J.D. Martinez. His prior history versus this arm, he's 1 for 3. Popped him up. Perez has a play. And that's the first out of the inning. Eighth inning here from South Florida as you get a look at the line score to this point. The hometown Marlins leading this one as they look to send this crowd home happy. And that misses ball one.
Hey, let's not sugarcoat this. This is a huge half inning right here. They have to find a way to score a few runs. They do not want to face the closer needing 3 runs in the ninth. That means game over.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Diaz is up with it. Throw from a knee is too late, and that will be an infield single.
Hey, that's a heck of a play by the third baseman to get dirty right there. I can't tell you how hard it is or how far a throw it is, especially when you sell out and get dirty. To get up and throw the ball across the diamond, just didn't have enough time to get that one done.
Wilson Ramos started to go around, but it's a called strike, 0-1. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Behind 0-2 now. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Skied into straightaway right. There to make the play is Puig for route number 2.
The batter, number 4, designated hitter.
Now to the plate, the Mets DH, Jed Lowry. In his career versus this pitcher, he's hitless in 3 at-bats. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. And foul. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Soler is there. And that's the third out. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one man left aboard. So digging in now, Jorge Soler. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here.
Jorge Soler.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Just able to get a piece of that for strike one. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And it's fouled away. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
Pretty textbook pitching right there.
The
Jump
right
ahead in the
fielder,
count
number
0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way you do it.
Into the box, Yasiel Puig. Line drive to center field. Lagares is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2.
Now batting, third baseman, Yandy Diaz.
Into the box, Yandy Diaz. He's working on a 1 for Yoenis Cespedes. We'll get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Strike 2, swinging just out in front of the slider.
Hey guys, that's just a nasty pitch right. There. I can't tell you how many nightmares I've had about nasty.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Miami down in order. They still lead it 6-3. Yoenis Cespedes is going to go ahead and stay in the ball game and play third now.
For the Marlins. Now playing third base.
So striding in, Todd Frazier, and his guys needing to get things started here in the top half of the ninth. Fouled away. Now the 0-1. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground, but this will get foul for strike 2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss on the fastball, and there's the first out here in the ninth.
the first baseman, number 22.
Striding in, Dominic Smith. Lifetime against this pitcher. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1. Hit down the line at first. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And a nice job to stay with it that time and get the second out of the inning.
Well, if you're going to bobble a ball, you have to hope it's when a guy is lumbering down the base pass. He's no speedster, so that was a good job to stay calm and make the recovery throw.
Pitch is popped up. Lays out, and he makes a spectacular catch. What a way to end this one.
Hey, how about that play to end this thing? That's what you call the icing on the cake. Cherry on top of the sundae. Exclamation point. I love it.
And tonight's comes to an end. 6-3 the final. Miami jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Jose Barrios earns his first win of the season. Steven Matz permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. Chad Green works 2 full innings in relief to record the save, his first of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is the final line score tonight. First, for the victorious Miami Marlins, 6 runs, 11 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 12 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Welcome to Inside the Show. Baseball is back in April. Let's check out some of the results from yesterday. Looking first at the NL East, the Marlins got 11 hits overall as they got the best of the visiting Mets, 6-3. It was their 5th straight victory. The Chicago Cubs knocked out 10 hits as a team as they beat the Braves in Atlanta 7-6. The Cincinnati Reds knocked out 12 hits as a team as they grabbed an extra innings win over the Brewers 6-4. The Pirates sent 3 balls into the seats as they got the best of the visiting Redbirds 5-2. The Giants pushed past the Dodgers at Chavez Ravine 3-2. The Diamondbacks only allowed 2 hits in the game as they made short work of the Padres 8-0. The Colorado Rockies allowed only 5 hits in the game as they took down the Rays in St. Petersburg 4-2. Justin Smoke collected 6 runs driven in on a total of 3 hits as the Blue Jays claimed the win over the Orioles 13-4. The Tigers took down the Yankees in the Bronx 3-0. The Indians took down the Chi Sox in front of a home crowd 3-1. The A's held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they beat the visiting Red Sox 3-2. The Angels racked up 11 hits as a team as they bested the Mariners in Safeco Field 3-2. The Rangers got the home victory against the Astros 2-0. Thanks for joining me. That's all for today. Same place, same time tomorrow. Enjoy the games.